Hello friend, and welcome into the craft table at Sunny Mile Studio. I found this owl sketch that I did back in my sketchbook a while ago, and I thought it would be fun to try to make one of these owls into a card. And these owls are from Instagram from an artist called T. Matthews Fine Art. So if you go back a ways in her posts, you'll find she does this owl tutorial. It was really fun to do. But I'm always looking for ways to make things into cards. And so I took one of the favorite ones and I'm trying to make it into a hello card today. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Get the camera closer here so you can see what I'm doing. And I thought of this one because we have owls up in the woods that start hooting at this time of year, and they're really fun to listen to. So with this kind of design, I try to start with something central. I'm going to work on the nose and then move over to the eyeballs, and I'm going to leave a little space for the glasses to go in between the eyes and the nose. Give her some eyelashes here. I think I'm going to switch pencils. That's one I normally use, but I've got another one that's more of a mechanical pencil that's got a little bit finer point to it. And then I'm just going to go in with the glasses, and they're kind of angled down, and I just go around it twice. And give it the little curlicue on the end. Oops. Sometimes it's hard to make things perfectly symmetrical. But that's what erasers are for, right? Go a little bit less with that one. Well, I'm inside today. My last video was outside and it was like 53 degrees. So I'm a little warmer today, but it's still a cool day. We've all of a sudden hit some really fall weather. And I think I want this nose to be up a little bit more. So I'm getting in a fall mood here, and it's not even September yet. And then I'll go in and try to do the top of the head with the little ears, the little hair. And then just kind of bring that down and make that body kind of a rounded bottom there with some wings. And what else am I missing? Oh, the little feet. Kind of make 3 little toes there. And then I'm just going to put in a branch. And then I'm going to go over this in pen, but I'm going to write it with my pencil first. something like that. So I think I'll add the watercolor. Usually I do the sentiment, but the sentiment takes a long time to dry if I use that glaze pen. So since I'm filming, I'm gonna go ahead. If I wasn't filming, I'd go ahead and do this, let it dry for 15 minutes or so, and then come back and paint. But we'll just do the painting while we're together today. I'm just using the Kuretake Art Nouveau set, and I'm going to use probably some of this green for the wings and maybe this mauve here for the body. Well, and I'm also going to use, I've shown this in other shorts and videos probably, but I like to use these. These are just a simple set of watercolor pencils, nothing fancy. But I'm going to use the green for the eyeglasses because it's really, really fine, and sometimes it's just, I have an easier time if I add the green and go over it with water. I can do it. I can go in that line, but it's easier this way and more enjoyable. So I'm all about keeping the watercolor fun. If it becomes too taxing, then it's not fun anymore and it's not relaxing to do. Oops. Looks like I can't keep in the lines even with the pencil. This one I probably could sharpen a little. So this is a watercolor pencil, so I'll add the water to it, and when I do, it turns into the paint. Let's see, I think I'll use a watercolor pencil for the nose too. And the little eyelids. Sometimes I'll erase the pencil a little bit more, but I'm just leaving it so you can see. I think I could do the feet in that color too. It's always good to start with the lightest things first. I'm going to paint in those eyeballs, eyelids, and the feet. And then I think I'll go in to the body, and then I'll do the glasses and the wings last. Got a little bit much paint going on here. And I'm being careful not to touch that green because it would bleed into the pink the minute it gets wet. Switch to a bigger brush here. It's a bigger brush, but it still has a fine point enough that I can get up to the edge of that green. Alright, I'm going to go back to the fine brush. And maybe, let's see, just letting it dry for a second here. I think I'll start in on the glasses where it's not wet. See, that kind of turns into paint. There. Oh, I must have touched it a little blood, but that's okay. It's watercolor after all. It's part of the beauty of watercolor. Get some bleeds every now and again. There's so many beautiful birds this time of the year. I've been watching them. We had a blue heron out on the dock, and it was just so majestic. He stood up straight. I didn't realize how tall they are. Normally they kind of have their necks, you know, bent up, and it was just so amazing to watch. And then when he flew away, his wingspan was so wide. They're just really large birds. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that. It's kind of like a pea green. Oops, what am I hitting? This guy for the little leaves. Something like that. And now I'll switch over. Do you have a pouch like this for all your pens and pencils and things? I find it's an easy way to keep everything together. This is the one I like to use lately. It's the Sakura Glaze pen. And I just want to make sure it's not blobby when I start it here. I'm just going to trace my pencil. And go slow enough. Sometimes if I go too fast, it doesn't lay down enough ink. Just take your time. Like that. So, we went from the sketchbook, I can't talk, sketchbook doodles to cards. And you could make bookmarks out of these. You could cut a piece of paper like the shape of a bookmark and put 3 across. There's so many ideas once you find something that you like to paint. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. There's so many new people coming in, and I just thank all of you for being here. And I'm glad to be on this watercolor journey with you. I hope you have a great day, whatever you're painting. Take care.